Hello. Today we're going to discuss a problem that involves heat transfer between two bodies. Let's read the question together. A 1 kilogram of 80-degree water is poured into a container with 2 kilogram water whose temperature is 20 degrees centigrade. Find the final temperature of the water in the container. Okay, before we start, let's consider what happens when a hot liquid is poured into a cold liquid or cold liquid is poured into a hot liquid. Well, heat is transferred from the hot to a cold. So hot liquid loses the heat, cold liquid gains the heat. And what is the amount of the heat lost or gained? The amount of heat change, it can be lost or gained, is equal to specific heat of that object, its mass times change in its temperature. Or in other words, C times M times final temperature minus initial temperature. So change, in this particular case, change in the amount of heat in K plus change in the amount of heat in L should equal to 0, because one will gain, in this case K will gain and L will lose heat, and it should add up to 0. Well, so let's solve this problem. All we need is essentially these two concepts. So we're gonna write down for K, C, specific heat of water, times mass of K times final temperature. Let's call it T for now, because that's what we want to find. We don't know. Minus the temperature of K at the moment, plus C times mass of the L times T, again, final temperature of this mixture, minus temperature of L, right, at this moment. So temperature of K and temperature of L are 20 degrees and 80 degrees respectively. And since specific heat in both cases is a specific heat of water, it cancels out. So we can just divide both sides of the equation by C. So for mk, we put 2 kilograms. For ml, we put 1 kilogram. And then we have a very simple equation. And if we solve this equation, we find that the final heat of the solution is 40 degrees centigrade. And that's the answer to this problem.